Hello, fellow humans. I have an urgent news flash. Life is short, shorter than that awkward pause when someone asks you, "So, what do you do?" If you're the average person, you've got around 30,000 days on this planet. That's it. And if you're hovering around 30 years old, you've already blown through 11,000 of them. Don't panic, at least, not yet. In the next few minutes, we'll dig into powerful, entertaining, and possibly eye-opening ideas on how to use your time like you actually mean it. No more "I'll do it someday," because guess what? Someday isn't on the calendar. Remember those endless summers when you were 10? Ice cream tasted better, the sun shone brighter, and each day felt like a whole week. But now, you blink in March, and it's suddenly December. Why? The time unit paradox. Your brain logs time by noticing new experiences. As a kid, everything is new. Your first broken bone, your first bike ride, your first dreaded pop quiz. As an adult, so many days run on autopilot that your brain basically skips recording them. How to fight the blur. Surprise your brain. Take a new route to work, strike up a conversation with that neighbor who always sports the neon tracksuit, or learn a goofy new skill. Anytime you break routine, you force your brain to press record, slowing down your sense of time. Bonus insight. We also tend to overestimate how much we can do in a single day. Cue guilt-driven to-do lists. And underestimate what we can achieve in a year. Cue abandoned goals. So keep your daily goals realistic, but think big for the long haul. Pop quiz. You're 90 years old, rocking on a porch, or in a futuristic hover chair. Looking back on your life, which memories will you treasure the most? Probably not that weekend you worked overtime and forgot to call your mom. The deathbed test helps you realize what's really worth your time. Busy isn't productive. We treat a jam-packed day like a badge of honor, but if those tasks don't move the needle on what matters, you're just spinning your wheels. Do-don't lists. Write down everything you want to accomplish, then circle your top 3 priorities. Those are your must-dos. Everything else? That's your don't list. Yes, you officially have permission to ditch the noise. Keep in mind, every small daily investment in your top priorities compounds over time, like interest in a bank, but only if you actually protect that time from the black hole of social media scrolling. Think of your relationships as bank accounts. Every warm smile, every shared laughter, every "how are you really doing" is a deposit. Deposits versus withdrawals. If you're always late, ignoring texts, or only calling people when you need something, you're making withdrawals without enough deposits. Hello, emotional overdraft fees, weak ties, strong rewards. Sure, your closest friends are your comfort zone, but those casual acquaintances, your yoga class buddy, your co-worker from another department, often open doors you didn't even know existed. Small moments, big gestures. Grand birthday parties are nice, but it's often the spontaneous coffee chats or random check-ins that really deepen a bond. And remember the paradox? If you want to expand your sense of time, give some of it away. Volunteer, help a friend move, give genuine compliments. You'll feel richer in hours, even if the clock doesn't actually slow down. Career ladders? Yawn. Try a jungle gym. Sometimes you climb sideways, sometimes diagonally, sometimes you dangle upside down by a single foot. Every move builds new skills that make you irreplaceable. Early on, chase learning, not money. In your 20s and early 30s, think of each new skill as a golden ticket for future opportunities. Eventually, money follows knowledge. The comfort trap. That cozy job you've outgrown is the quicksand of professional growth. The longer you stay, the deeper you sink. Productive procrastination. When you're avoiding one task, funnel that energy into learning something new. Your future self might thank you for mastering graphic design instead of binging an entire season of reality TV. You can have all the time in the world, but if you're constantly tired, stressed, or sick, it won't matter. Sleep or suffer. Your brain cleans itself and files away all the day's data while you're out cold. Skipping sleep? That's like never taking out the trash. Eventually, you're knee-deep in banana peels. Micro workouts. 10 push-ups before your shower, a brisk walk at lunch. These small energy boosts add up faster than you think. Move to solve problems. Brain stuck on that big presentation? Go for a jog, a walk, or even pace around the house. Physical movement often jogs mental clarity. Want to learn something faster? Teach it to someone else. Teacher effect. Explaining a concept forces your brain to fill in gaps, making you smarter than if you'd studied alone. Biographies are cheat codes. Each biography you read is like living another entire life without the wrinkles. Deliberate amateurism, be okay with sucking at new things sometimes. That humility keeps your mind open, your learning fresh, and your ego in check. Emotions, they're basically chemicals partying in your brain for about 90 seconds. After that, you decide if the party keeps raging or if the bouncer closes the door. Control the second wave. You can't always help the initial flash of anger or fear, but you can control whether it sticks around. Tough conversations, now not later. Avoiding that talk is like ignoring credit card debt, it piles up interest. Nip it in the bud and it won't balloon into something monstrous. Vulnerability is a trust magnet. Showing a slice of your real imperfect self at the right time can build deeper connections than trying to be polished 24/7. Money is really about freedom to spend your hours on what matters. Lifestyle inflation. Earning more can reduce your free time if you immediately lock yourself into pricier habits, mortgages, and shiny cars. Time affluence, which is worth more. $100,000 for 80 hours a week or $70,000 for 30 hours a week. Your real hourly rate includes peace of mind, family dinners, and hobbies. Objects versus experiences. Renting gadgets and buying unique experiences is a far better recipe for lasting happiness than a garage full of rarely used toys. Creativity is like a faucet. When you first twist the handle, you get rusty water, bad ideas. Keep it running and the clear, fresh ideas arrive. Constraints spark genius. Unlimited choices often paralyze you. A few boundaries force your brain to get clever. Create first, judge later. Don't squash your newborn ideas with immediate criticism. Let them breathe, then refine. Document everything. Watching your progress from rusty pipe to clean flow is proof you're improving. Time management without energy management is like buying a sports car with an empty gas tank. Energy audit. Notice what activities or people energize you and which ones drain you. Minimize the energy vampires. Decision fatigue. Every tiny choice chips away at your willpower. Simplify small things, your breakfast, your outfit, so you can save mental fuel for the big stuff. Strategic incompetence. If you're genuinely awful at certain non-critical tasks, people will stop asking you to do them. Presto, more time and energy for what matters. Success is rarely a solo mission, it's about who's on your team too. Friendship formula, time plus vulnerability plus shared experiences equals real connection. Skip any ingredient and you've got a superficial bond. Network by connecting others. The best networkers don't hoard contacts, they share them. Become the person who introduces awesome people to each other. Build community before you need it. Plant seeds of goodwill and relationships continuously. Don't wait until you're in crisis mode to go, hey, can you help me? Mental models are shortcuts that help you understand and hopefully not crash into reality. Second-order thinking. Don't just ask what happens next, ask what happens after that. And is this really the right path? Knowledge versus understanding. Knowing a tomato is a fruit is knowledge. Knowing not to put it in fruit salad is understanding. Collect patterns, not just facts. Inverse thinking. Instead of asking how to solve a problem, ask how you're causing it. Sometimes the fix is simply to stop doing what's making it worse. Your life is a portfolio, part finances, part experiences, part relationships, and definitely part dreams. Test, don't just plan. You can't think your way into the perfect life. Run small experiments, try that painting class, or volunteer in an area that intrigues you. See what sticks. Tiny tweaks, big impact. Change one thing for 5 minutes a day. That little momentum can snowball into huge transformations. Redefine success. Ditch society's preloaded metrics for your own. If success means more time with family, then structure your goals around that. Regular reviews. Life check-ins every month help you avoid epic fails at the end of the year. Small course corrections equal fewer regrets. You've got 30,000 days, give or take. Each day you drift through half asleep is a day you can't get back. The good news? Tiny changes. Whether it's talking to someone new, prioritizing sleep, or saying no to tasks that drag you down, can stack up fast. Your habits shape your days shape your years, and your years shape your entire life. So don't wait for someday. Make a small move today and watch your world expand, one precious, brilliant day at a time. Thanks for watching, and go make your next 24 hours count.